All right, let's jump right into one of the most powerful stories ever told. But we're not just going to talk about the story itself. No, we're going to break it down like it's a movie, looking at the visual script for what could be an absolutely epic animated film about the destruction of Sodom. I mean, that's a heavy question, right? What does it take to just wipe a city off the map? But it's the perfect way to kick things off, because this story, it's about way more than just faith or judgment. It's about immense power, incredible scale, and the catastrophic end of a whole world. So let's set the scene. You know how every great story has that moment of calm before the storm? Well, here we are. We're in the city of Sodom, and it's thriving. Life is just happening. People have no idea what's coming. But if you look closely at the visual language, the storm isn't just on the horizon. It's literally gathering right over their heads. Okay, so right away you get the visual style. It's got this painterly feel, almost like an oil painting brought to life. And check out the contrast here. It's everything. You've got the warm golden glow from the torches, which feels so alive, so full of community. But then you look up and it's against this deep, dark purple sky where you can see this divine light crackling inside the clouds. It's gorgeous for sure, but man, is it menacing. And this is where we get our human connection. We pull back to a hilltop, and there's Abraham and his nephew Lot. The lighting is just beautiful, that warm, soft glow of the golden hour. But that warmth just doesn't match the look on Abraham's face. He is deeply, deeply concerned. He sees what's coming. And you realize the fate of that entire city down there. It's all hanging on this one conversation. So things are about to get real. The tension really starts to ramp up as that abstract threat in the sky becomes a very real presence on the ground. Divine messengers are sent into the city, and they're not just there to watch. Oh no, they're a catalyst. This is the test, and how the city reacts, well, that's going to seal its fate. Just picture this entrance. It's not some big, loud arrival. It's quiet, which honestly is almost scarier. They're described as having these subtle, luminous auras, and the lighting is just so important here. It creates instant tension. You've got the cool blue of dusk clashing with the warm orange of the lanterns, and these glowing figures just walk right into the middle of it all. You can just feel every single suspicious eye turning towards them. And this right here perfectly shows you the city's divided soul. On one side, there's Lot, a picture of kindness and hospitality. On the other, a mob, a faceless, angry force, all fire and shadows. I mean, the entire moral struggle of the story is right there in that one stark comparison.
Man, you can just feel the intensity building. The script literally calls for a close-up on a shaking door handle, flashes of lightning, and, this is key, a dramatic Dutch angle. You know that tilted camera shot? It's a classic filmmaking trick to make us, the audience, feel off-balanced and anxious. It's the perfect way to visually show the chaos and just how twisted this whole scene is.
So while all that violence is exploding at Lot's door, the film would cut to a totally different scene. A much quieter, but way more important, negotiation is happening somewhere else. We're back with Abraham, and he's desperately trying to stop what feels inevitable. And just look at the scale of this shot. It's designed to emphasize, and I'm quoting here, human smallness versus divine immensity. And it does. Abraham is just this tiny figure against a huge star-filled sky, and he's pleading with this radiant pillar of golden light. It's such a powerful image, one human voice trying to reason with the power of the cosmos.
So this whole negotiation, it's not just one plea. It's this desperate falling bargain. It starts at 50 righteous people, then 45, then 30, 20, and with every number that drops, you can feel the hope just draining away. It's like a countdown to doom, and Abraham is fighting it every step of the way, all the way down to that last final chance, just find 10 good people.
But the negotiation fails. They can't find 10. And that's it. We've reached the point of no return. This is the explosive climax. All that tension we've been feeling, the storm in the sky, the mob at the door, the pleading on the plateau, it is all about to be unleashed. And then, just one word on the screen, judgment. It says everything, doesn't it? The debate is over, time's up. All that's left now is the consequence. So how do you even visualize an apocalypse? Well, like this. The whole color palette just flips to these deep reds, pitch blacks, and blinding white light. This isn't just a fire, it's a work of art, a painterly cataclysm. You've got fire and sulfur raining down, walls crumbling, this massive shockwave of light expanding outwards. And if you look real close in the foreground, you can just see these tiny little silhouettes of Lot's family running for their lives. It's absolutely epic, terrifying, and kind of awe-inspiring all at the same time.
Okay, so after that deafening roar of destruction, the story shifts. It gets quiet. Heartbreaking, really. We zoom out from the city of thousands, and we focus in on the fate of just one person. This is the falling action, where we get to see the real personal cost of it all.
Just one. That's all it takes. In the middle of all that chaos, while they're running for their lives and the world is literally ending behind them, one person breaks the one role they were given, and the shot just hones in on this single small figure set against that massive inferno. Such a small action, but with an eternal consequence.
She looked back, and the script describes her body just crystallizing, turning pale white, starting from her feet and moving up. It's this haunting, slow-motion transformation, a single moment of regret frozen for all time. She becomes this silent, tragic monument to the city that's gone. And this is how it all wraps up. The colors shift again, and it's dramatic. That bleak, ash gray of destruction starts to give way to the warm, golden light of a new day. Look, it's not a happy ending by any stretch, but it does signal a new beginning. There's this quiet, somber kind of hope rising with the sun over a landscape that has been completely and forever changed.
And in the end, the story leaves us all with a pretty big question. It's easy to say don't look back, right? But think about it. When you've lost absolutely everything, when your entire world is just a smoldering ruin on the horizon, how do you find the strength to not turn around? It's a timeless question, really, about loss, about memory, and about how incredibly hard it is to just move on.